Why is they so dumb? Gotta put him in jail? Yo, man, he's not gonna learn. Dude, man, we'll just make sure the situation never happens again, where he needs to be able to breathe that bad. That's all we could do. That's all we could do. Change up some of the pump situations so that it's never gonna happen again. And then this does need a lot of oxygen in the bottom, so I should merge the lines. So I should probably do this, and then have this merge in. Have this cut right here, do it early. Oh, wow. Damn. Dude, hitting goals, man. Hitting goals, that's PogChamp. That's all I gotta say. Hitting the goals is PogChamp. I should probably put up a stream goal, sub goal. But I want to wait till we get the 251 first, because I want to do one for a second PC, so that I could render VODs. Like, it would be so much better. I would be able to have, like, all my VODs uploaded at that point, because I wouldn't have to sacrifice editing time for rendering or cutting up the VODs, downloading VODs, things like that. Just ask. They have huge difference between Radbolt Rocket and Hydro Rocket. Hydro Rocket is better in terms of how far you could travel. Radbolt Rocket is the fastest rocket, but that's because you can't build it as tall, and the taller the rocket, the slower you are. So the Radbolt is the fastest rocket overall, and then hydrogen could go farther, and you could have more things built into that rocket. So it's a trade-off. Yeah, Radbolt's 20 tiles. Unless you're playing on, like, you know, the radioactive moonlit asteroid, it's really not going to matter too much. Or the flipped asteroid. The 20 tiles is good enough in most cases. But yeah, if you want to get, like, the perfect rocket combination, you're probably going to be looking for hydrogen. Just because the hydrogen rocket, you could put any combination of modules on it, and it's usually going to be fine. Like, you're going to have more space for that. But if that doesn't matter and speed is key, you're probably gonna look for you're probably looking at the Radbolt rocket. That's the fastest. Petrol rockets were the best? No. Not even close. Hydrogen is the best rocket. Easily. Easily. Petrol rockets are cool, but it can't beat hydrogen. So petrol rockets have a thing where the rocket engine generates power. That's one upside to the petroleum rocket. I believe the hydrogen rocket's the same way. So that's honestly just hydrogen is an overall upgrade, but it is a lot harder to get the resources. I will say that. So because you need to get iso resin and then supercoolant in order to make liquid hydrogen, you're probably going to need to make a petroleum rocket in order to get to the hydrogen rocket. Or, of course, you go Radbolt instead. But yeah, hydrogen is like literally the late game rocket. Alright, so this is fine. We're just waiting for some of the pipe connections, and then once they're done... You're sleeping inside? I was going to say, dude, there's only 2 suits? That's mad illegal. This guy fell asleep and then woke up. The narcoleptic nap, dude. Y'all saw that guy? He's closing his eyes while he's running, dude. What a guy. He had a narcoleptic nap inside, dude. I can't believe it. So remove that. CO2 still, that's fine. Okay, cool. Cool. So with that, I'm waiting for this to be built out, and then we'll deconstruct this rust setup. This should actually back up. Same thing with this line. I might be able to use this for other things as well. Which I wouldn't mind, to be honest. I do need a little bit more gas flow at the bottom right here. So I probably have... Dude, this is jank, but might as well. Let's build some tiles out here, because I believe it's proper. And then same thing up here. I'll probably do a line here and a line here. Airflow, because we're going to need it. And then we're going to use this line for a little bit of gas transfer. I might just replace this so that we have this go this to the left. That's probably going to be what I should do. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that for now. Ethanol still needs it. We should have a lot of ethanol, though. Oh, we just don't have it unbottled. Ah. Any pure ethanol spots? Ooh, right here. That's a lot of ethanol. Alright, so we need to deconstruct the ethanol so we could start transferring it to the petroleum. Alright, so now this is there. I need to make a loop right here. I could loop the ethanol. It's probably not worth it. So I want to loop a liquid into here. How do I want to do this? Alright, so the best course of action is probably this. Coming out with a line. After that, I need to do something with the pea water. I could sieve it and then put it into the spawn. That's probably very feasible. Just sieve it and put it into the spawn line. I think that's going to be ideal. Yeah, it's probably going to be what I need to do. So after that's done, let's work on a pipeline into the spawn line. So it's probably going to be like this. This is a vacuum, so it should be fine. And then we'll come up to... A fork actually should work, right? Alright, we'll just go here and fork it in. This water comes in as fine, comes in from here. Or we pumped it in. Alright, so with that, we'll cut that here first, because we need to have the water go into here in the loop. After that's done, we'll have all of the water go into the spawn. Cool, cool. How is this? We're building this out of igneous, which we should have. If the dupes wouldn't stand around inside like that all day, we'd be fine. Come on, man. Aww. Aww. Okay, could. We need to put a door here, dude. The dupes keep walking inside to build stuff. Someone said that in chat. I forgot to do it. We'll do it now. We gotta save the dupes, man. They're burning themselves in 100 Celsius. Anybody? Anybody? 2 people, alright. Meemaw, Ari, both of them are there. Meemaw builds. Let's go. Alright, we just gotta prevent the dupes from walking inside. K-Kun, man, you gotta stop. Get out of there, dude. Dude, you too? Ah, come on. And we drop items inside. Sweep. Sweep, please. Alright, you guys could leave. But you can't enter. Alright, man, we're just gonna let these guys take damage. At this point, the dupes are not the smartest people in the room. I have to sweep up the items anyways. Oh, K-Kun's done. Taking all that damage. Y'all are free to leave. No, Meemaw. Man. These dupes. Oh, Mamba's awake? Why is he awake? It's too early for Mamba to be awake. Any good guides? Recommendations? Really intense for me once I have a medium-sized base. Lich King. I would recommend checking out my VODs on YouTube. I have over 300 videos. A lot of my playthroughs are on there. We have design builds, how to do, you know, certain designs if that's what you're looking for. Things like explaining tutorial videos, not straight on guides though. We'll actually have that eventually, but right now we don't have it. So the closest thing I would recommend to something like that is watching the VODs. I have different playthroughs where we have base game, this is base game. We have a spaced out DLC, all achievements. We have a regular spaced out DLC run. We have a max difficulty run. We have a lot of different playthroughs on there, so you can check it out. There's also a lot of guides and tutorials on there, but not specifically like a mid-game guide that you're looking for. Hopefully, though, that could steer you in the right direction because you get to see what I do, what I choose to do, and the decisions I make. Hopefully, that helps you out. But that's the closest thing I got, sadly. Hopefully, that helps. Oh, awesome. I'll check out the YouTube. Appreciate it, man. I swear, playing this game while watching is terrible with jump scares. Do you get scared someone's stranded, and then you find out it's the streamer? That happens, man. That happens. Very informative. Appreciate that, Mighty Stooge. And thank you for the plug as well. My little kitty cat's Mamba is awake. And finally getting the cooling loop. So we're moving in with the radiant pipe to potentially cool down the liquid, come back down, and then should be good. So this is going to be a perma loop. It just loops. So we just move thermal energy a little bit better. That's going to be the goal. Alright, so now that's good. We could deconstruct the bridge. And then have that work backwards. And then hopefully this manages the temperature a little bit better. This is tough, man. Alright, it is at 30 degrees, so it's a lot lower than it was at it began with. It started at 46, so if it loops at 30, I'm actually pretty good. It's actually not that bad. Good, good, good. Alright, so this is around 60 degrees. This is actually not built to go over 75, so we need to keep this cool. It probably doesn't help that the ethanol comes in hot as well. That's probably the biggest part that's causing a problem. Ethanol is coming in hot. So I should probably try to cool down the ethanol. The easiest way to do that is going to be cooling down the distillers themselves. So we need to make sure that the distillers get cooled down. The AETN, man, is struggling to keep everything chill. It's trying to, though. Heat production, minus 80k DTUs. That's not bad. That's not bad. But we gotta wait for the temp shift plates to be built, spread out the thermal energy. I probably wanna... Oops. Probably wanna mop this up. And then... Oh, the first couple lines are ready. Okay, sure. Let's actually cut this line then. So I think we're good here. We will want to remove all of this. Okay, and then we will connect this from the other side, here to here, here to here. This pumps out to there, which is pretty solid. We got to get that built. And then we got to work on the rest and we'll be good. And then we got to build some insulated pipelines right there. Got to build an aqua tuner. I might have to, man. So the upside is that I will have an aqua tuner here. So I could probably use the same aqua tuner to power that. Now that we have petroleum running, we should have a lot of power. Hydrogen is going up. It went from 150 to 300. It's at 500. It's at 570. My geyser is probably dormant then. No, it's idle. It's probably going to dormant soon. Oh, I'm not pumping anymore from this area. We're pumping directly from the geyser. And that's because of the gas range automation. I forgot about that. Oh, and this area is hot. Hot barbecue. I could probably do something about that with the piping right here. Let's not make it radiant. Let's just put a regular pipe segment on the top so that we could release a little bit of the thermal energy. Because I think the ethanol right here is, yeah, not even active anymore. So we're going to use that segment with a regular pipe so it doesn't bleed out that much heat. Or cold energy, lack of better words. And that should be pretty good. Fed, hope you're doing well. I see you over there. How are you? Oh, and my dirt. We're at 125 tons. Alright, man. So how old are the shovels? Okay, so we don't need to feed this guy anymore. Due to the fact that he has enough calories to survive. This guy, we'll keep him fed a little bit longer. You made your Draco ranches smaller? I missed that part. Maybe. But yeah, new design slightly. We have a refill box before we have the grooming box. I mean, shearing box. And then this is the kill box. I actually put my hatches here as well. We have, dude, 600 eggshells in there, dude. Jesus Christ. But yeah, the hatch ranch moves over. And this is gone, finally. We get rid of all this. Okay, so all these pipes are gone. I could probably get rid of the crusher here now. Let's deconstruct the reservoir. This transformer is no longer needed. Gotta remove the pump and the power wires as well. And then the Weezeworth's chilling. Now we get to expand out the ranch now, which is pretty pog. Gotta dump the hot water out again. I don't think we made any changes. Maybe in this playthrough, the ranch looks a little bit different. That makes sense, because I did change that in this playthrough. It's slowly evolving still. Getting better, getting stronger. Alright, we gotta empty out the salt still. So this is just how we're going through the subsurface ocean. Just having all the salt water accumulate. Drip it out a little bit at a time. Use the meta refinery with the water so that we have the liquid medium. And we just change it out. Oh, the dupes are out of food. And it looks like it's because I am not allowing them to eat barbecue. Because we do not have enough fish for surf and turf. Alright, man. Meat's back on the menu. Meat's back on the menu. You guys get barbecue again. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. Y'all gonna get barbecue again. Just, you know, it's a one-day fast. And then meat's back on the menu. Sometimes you gotta fast, boys. New printables. Oh, it's a Poke Shell. Once we get the Sandy Shells to basically spawn, we will have a good time. Because the Sandy Shells are going to give us seafood, which is going to help out with the surf and turf. And I will say, I have a lot more Sandy Shells on the up and coming. Because they're hanging out, man. 40%. 40%. All the Poke Shells are just hanging out. The little babies. We're going to get some seafood from that soon. I can't wait. Alright, so is everything here built? We still got that last pipeline, huh? So we have full packets, full packets. Now we gotta connect this line here to here. That goes up to that top side, which is pretty good. Okay. This goes into the bottom. Once there we go, it's active. So this line is going to basically support the bottom of the map. Once we get the second pump, we're going to cut off this line so that this pipeline supports the suits right here, and then we pull off an extra pipeline to fill up this pocket. This is a little bit light, but we don't have a lot of dupes going over to that side. We do need oxygen over here, though. We do need to spread it out. Okay, so with that, that's going to be pretty good. We'll wait for that to be finished. A lot of the gases here that are unbreathable are going to get pushed down. And we're going to ladder this area. And then we're going to mine underneath it. And we're going to want ladders for gas flow. So we'll do that for right now. I also want to do this. And then we go 1, 2, 3. So it's here. So we go here to here. And then I go up top. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have to mine and then jump across. And then everything else gets mined out. Yeah, I should be fine. Cool, cool. Let's remove the pitcher pump. And then this area, I think it's time to bop this. So that we get the oxygen everywhere else. Now, we want to see if any of the suit lines back up, like this one. We'll probably have to use this to expand up to this line so that we can add a little bit more. We're waiting for those guys to build that. And then ideally, what I want to have happen is all the CO2 to go down to the oil biome. So that we could just crush it with the gas crusher at the bottom. That's kind of what I want. Alright, so to make that a little bit more possible, let's mine this out straight up, because we're just going to utilize the ladder now. I hear you, Mamba. You good, babies. And then we had the right side we were mining out as well. Alright, top down is going to be the name of the game. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, we got all the way to the bottom. Alright, there's a Slickster. I might want to wrangle him just to start ranching them. Because we got to do it for an achievement. Oh, that's right. We had some puff eggs. I just remembered. Completely forgot about that. That's going to be here. Sweep only. We got the critter eggs. Got the pufflet eggs. And we got to find those eggs. Right there. Alright, sweep, sweep, and sweep. Should be good. And then I don't need to put that on the list anymore. It's making my list too long. Good, good, good. Barbecue is back on the menu. People are able to eat barbecue now. Sweet, sweet. And then my dirt is still going down. It's at 121 tons. So it's a little bit low. We did take one shovel off of their diet. So he's just going to die now. He's going to give us maybe... He's going to give us at least one more egg. We could feed him a little bit more, stop him from starving later. This guy's eating a lot, though. 69 years old. Just like Ghost Rider. Alright. I am going to stop feeding him as well. We'll feed him later. If he starts starving. Because I think the calorie generation is good enough. Nice. I know, right? Good increase of food. It is, but we're out of dirt. That's the biggest problem. We're out of dirt. I might want to make more compost. That's what I'm thinking. Because if I make more composts, we get polluted dirt into dirt faster. And I think it's going to be worth it. Because it looks like we have a lot of polluted dirt. Alright, we'll put some at the bottom. Speed up the dirt generation, because we kind of want that. Sweep that. This is off. There we go. And then we were wanting to dump more ethanol. Alright, this is good now. So this line is set. Yeah, this line is not even doing anything anymore. So theoretically, I don't even need this to be a bridge. We could just get rid of that. Let's go with that, and then let's just connect it. And then that's going to be at the line for the bottom. Cool, cool. We're mining this out for gas flow. Ethanol spilling out is fine as well. Oh, no! That's not good. Ethanol boils at 78 degrees into gas. Ah, man. Hopefully it's cooled down enough so that I don't have to worry about that flashing into gas. Feels bad, boys. I messed up. Messed up, boys. It'd be like that sometimes. Alright, so this is suits coming in. Build that there. Let's deconstruct these ladders. And then this was supposed to be a weird setup, right? So we need to make a steam turbine aqua tuner combo in this area. We do. And I want it on the left. That's the problem. I want it on the left. Maybe we have it at the bottom right here instead. Maybe we do it like that. That's probably a little bit better. So that we could steam turbine aqua tuner this setup, and then we go into here as well. So I want to cut this through, but I can't, because that's going to cut into the no suit area. Problem is that it's catching a lot of carbon dioxide, which is not good. I probably do want to deconstruct this first. Let's mine out these two, have the ethanol spill, and then we mine inside. That should be good. Alright. So this was a 60 degrees oxygen vent. Yep. So we're going to basically filter that. Have a lot of sand. I'll probably have to make a sand crusher later on. I have a lot of minerals. And then I need a steam turbine aqua tuner combo. How can I seal that up? Basically, I just need to cut this through. I think in all circumstances. Actually, let's do it like this, so we only do it from the outside. And then... This is going to be a weird design, but I think this works. We're just going to make a wall here with 2 doors to prevent the dupes from crossing. So we allow airflow still. That's kind of what I want. Alright, that should be fine. Ethanol is in. Okay, how is the cooling loop? Alright, the top is a lot warmer. It looks like the bottom temperature has gone down slightly, but not enough. So I think cooling down of the ethanol is going to be very key here. Cooling down of the ethanol right here is going to be pretty important. Alright, so the steam turbine aqua tuner thing has to happen next. Okay, so another thing we were supposed to do was make a pinch of pepper nut farm. I kind of made a realization about this. I think we're going to make use of the geyser. This geyser. Because doesn't pinch pepper nuts... Yeah, they survive in any gas. So we can have them in chlorine. So we put them in chlorine, and then we could just have this be a part of the farm. That makes it so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. Right? Because then I could do this. Let's do a ladder for that. And then have this entire area right here be pinch pepper nuts. All the way to this level, because I think this lines up, right? It does. So that's the perfect floor. Okay. So we're just going to release the chlorine into the entire area and vacuum out the other gases. And then we'll put pinch pepper nuts into it. Should be pretty good. We have to start bottom to top anyways. So I need to make this setup because we have to have that. And then we'll start setting up the tiles up top. So we're going to make some natural tiles. Totally strats, guys. Not rigged at all. And then my plastic ladder is misaligned. We need to have it like that. Which probably means we could grow pinches here. And then we gotta have a layer of tiles like that. Yeah, we'll keep them busy like that for now. We have a lot of dupes. The manpower has to go, the manpower has to go somewhere, right? Okay, so this got finished, so we could deconstruct this line. It's kind of ugly. The bridge is no longer necessary. Yeah. So this bridge, gas bridge. Is there a difference between natural abyssalite and insulated tiles? Yes. Insulated tiles and abyssalite have different properties. So insulated tiles specifically has a different math equation for thermal heat transfer. That's the biggest difference. Abyssalite is considered a solid. So this fits into a category of how heat transfer is calculated. That's the biggest difference. Now, that being said, insulation... Wait, insulated tiles, not insulation. Wait, so everything I said was true. So insulated tiles, they have a different math equation when they do heat transfer. Not only that, they also take the stats of whatever material you take. So along with the different equation, your thermal conductivity is going to be varying. Abyssalite has near zero conductivity. Now, in terms of just thermal capacity, like stopping heat transfer, the abyssalite core temperature is probably going to be the biggest factor to that. And it's the same thing with insulated tiles. If you have a hot insulated tile, it's going to leak out a little bit of heat. Same thing with the abyssalite. I think the abyssalite is more efficient. Now, the problem with abyssalite is that it's not as effective as insulated tiles when it's only one tile thin. So abyssalite is the most effective when it's at least 2 tiles thick. At least. Anything more than that's a little bit overkill. But when you only have one thin layer of abyssalite, it's not as good. Next thing is radiation shielding. It's not in the base game, but abyssalite is actually, well, circuit overloaded. How did I mess up? What am I using over here that's messing this up? Feels bad. All right, let's cut this. That's not helping. I'm sweeping right now. And the sweeping is the issue. Okay, so small sweep issue, that's fine. A little bit of overload damage, that's fine. Okay, so let me connect this. I probably have to make a minor change, which is fine. We'll do that setup, and then we do this setup. And then we'll put a bridge here as well. Cut that for now. So that it doesn't happen again. It was just connected to the bottom line. All that CO2, my slickers are crying. Yo, man, you need that much oil, Slayer? I see you over there, man. I guess you can never have too much oil. But, yo, man, my CO2's in a box, baby. 512 kilograms per tile. But yeah, abyssalite is the best radiation shield. Abyssalite is only as effective as it is when it's more than one layer thick. And then insulated tile properties give it a different equation for heat transfer. Outside of that, if you're arguing between whether or not you should have abyssalite or insulated tile to seal up inside, it's honestly, it's about the same. It's marginal. But I want to say if you have 2-layer thick abyssalite, that's going to be a better insulator. However, nothing beats a vacuum wall if you're looking for containing heat. Nah, man, all that food. I see you over there, man. We'll have more CO2. The sad thing is that we have ethanol right here. It's making a lot of CO2 as well. And we also have a lot of petroleum. It's also making a lot of CO2. And you know what's happening to that? We're crushing it. Feels bad, man. Gotcha trying to corner cook some temp shift tiles, but I prefer not to mix sour gas by accident. Oh, yeah. If that's the case, and you're trying to prevent sour gas from happening, a layer of insulated tiles on top of the abyssalite is going to be your best friend. Because you're not going to have a lot of heat transfer unless you're going to have direct liquid to abyssalite contact. But if you do, it might flash into sour gas. So just build insulated tiles on top of that if you're worried. Alright, this is maxed out, so we got to wait. Alright, so I do want to pump, so I'm not going to feed it ethanol for now. We'll cut the line. Gotta stay hydrated, you guys. Make sure you guys are drinking some. Because in the wintertime, that's when you get dry skin, man. Alright, so the ethanol right here is at 18 degrees. Pretty cool. I want to feed that in because we have a lot of it stockpiled in the reservoirs. So, by moving that, we got to go through some of the liquids, which is good. Bottle emptier on the door to a hydro sensor. Oh, man. I could probably do something like that. Move this over just to put a hydro sensor right here. That could be a thing. Gotta move the tile over, though. Geek trying to just automate, make it a little bit easier. I see you over there. Unfortunately, I need it in, it has to be 1 tile thick. Oh, no. That's so smart, though. It's smart, yeah. Geek has a lot of good ideas. Alright, we gotta trim this now. We make the jump. I need the ladder here so that we could just mine out the rest. And then this should allow the CO2 to flop to the bottom. There's a way for the CO2 to get to the bottom now, so I might want to start crushing the gas. Alright, let's go with a 15-second crush, so not as much. But we still have it happen. Oh, you got it from Echo. Interesting. So we got that right there. Ethanol is fine. The loop, 30 degrees still. I guess it's happy around 30 degrees. I could just shut off the ethanol for a while and go off of the other generators so that we could stockpile it in here. Maybe. No one's repaired that yet. Feels bad. Ah, wet. Okay. Make that a priority 9 so it happens earlier. Okay, this is built. Cut that so it's on a different line. Cut this so it's on a different line. Oh, the bottom's not built and it's unreachable. That's why. That's fine. We don't have to have those connected yet. So let's do this. And then we need a ladder right here. The gas crushing is good still. And then we have no oxygen released in this area. Alright, we want to push the gas down. Oh, and someone got stuck. Almost. Okay, that's fine. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so I do need to go through this area because I want the dirt. Feels bad, man. We're gonna need the dirts. And we're going to mine out as much as we can. Alright, so we'll do that preliminary. Mine out the dirt because we need it. A little bit low right now. And then we should be doing that soon with the composts. And then we need the mining. Let's speed this up. This is also denied access. Yep. Alright, good. And guys, I apologize for Mamba. He is not where he's at right now. He's actually right next to me on the chair. He's being a good little Mamba, though. Trust me. Let me see if I can get it to Mamba's cam. Look at the little babies. He's just laying down next to me on the chair. Mamba! Look at him. He's a cutie pie. He's just laying down next to me. Gets his rubs. Mom was such a cutie pie, man. Someone in chat, I don't know if you're still here. Someone said, I've never seen Mamba's eyes before, so I can't tell what color it is. This might be the best time to see Mamba's eye color. It's yellow-green. Look at the Mambas. Look at his nose. Hey, baby. Boop his nose. Alright. Mamba. You gotta get back into bed. Those precious ears, yep. Mamba got the best ears, man. He got the best ears. This is such a good shot of Mamba. Guys, I'm a kitty cat. Big yawns, that's me, man. Gotta lick my hands. I dressed up as a black cat for Halloween. And, yo, man, Scottish Fold's the way to go. Alright, so hopefully he'll jump back on the bed soon. We gotta repair that. We got the suit entrance. Oh, we denied access. Let's allow them in so they can repair. We could trim this now. Not bad. Okay. So the oxygen is not that it's spread thin. Yeah, this is starting to overpressure soon. I think I changed this line, actually. I think that makes the most sense. And then we move this line from here. Instead of going to the right, we move it to the left. Because this line is coming from the rusty oxidizer. So I should use this line for that. So this means that this is fine. I probably want to go in here. And I go up the side like that. And then I probably want to go down here. Actually, it shouldn't matter. So we would connect to that. And then I would have... Oh, the problem with this is that it's not effective. Yeah, I guess it's fine. We'll do this. And then we'll have another one here. And then we just connect to the ones up top. Alright, cool, cool. Alright, so is the mining done here? Yeah, we got the ladders. So we want to mine that. And then we're going to build a steam turbine aqua tuner combo right here. We're going to cool down this setup, so I might as well set this up. Let's deconstruct this. Alright, let's do the top two for now. Should be good. Now the ethanol, we need to push out. Gotta build a tile for that. I need another ladder. We're gonna put that there. And then we'll put another ladder set here. Because we need to mine this out. Do I have too many jobs for the dupes to do or something? Like, what's happening, man? I don't have enough manpower. This might be the first time I'm saying this. I do not have enough dupes for the job. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so let's deconstruct this. The deodorizer is not going to matter anymore due to the fact that we're just going to vacuum everything. And then once we get that done, we're going to want to remove the plastic ladders from here. We could already come down that way. We're not going to go all the way down. And then the insulated tiles all the way through, so I don't have to have stranded dupes. We still are waiting. Oh, we don't have the ladders for this. Here, here, here. Yeah, we gotta just alternate ladders. They can't reach the top. Feels bad, man. They can't reach the top. And we gotta do a second layer. All the dupes struggling. Gotta make sure everything lines up as well. Am I doing this right? You might want to move that one tile or the ladder decon's gonna mess up navigation. One, two, three, four. No, we're fine. I think we're fine. If I move it up, because I got to build another layer of tiles here, right? Oh, I see what you're saying. This side. Ah. Alright, we'll leave that one ladder for now. We'll leave that one ladder for now. Eek with the eagle eyes. I see you over there. So this is 5, this is 5. So everything is on that 5 setup. Yeah, it's fine. I think I did this wrong, but I think it's okay. I think I did this wrong, but I think it's okay. Because I did it wrong in a uniform format. So everything is wrong at the same time. What are the chances, man? Isn't that convenient when you do something wrong, but you do it wrong consistently? So that even though it's wrong, you could actually not have it be that bad? Oh, man. Because that's what's happening. That's pretty funny though. And then we gotta build more ladders. It's like everyone in the UK driving on the wrong side. Dude, guys, did you guys see the video about there's this guy who took a what do you guys call those when you have like an electric wheelchair? Is it just called an electric wheelchair? Just finished watching your city stream, loved it. Hey, glad you enjoy, Kyle. We'll be doing some more cities on Friday, if you're curious about that. Have you guys seen the video about the guy that was he took an electric, I guess electric wheelchair, because you sit down and it moves, and he put fireworks in the back and he shot it out while driving at top speed. I think it was what, 20 miles per hour, and he drove in the streets like that, dressed up in a Super Mario costume. So it looks straight out of Mario Kart. Dude, it was pretty funny, man. I saw that. I was like, what the hell? What's happening? Some dude literally dressed up as Mario has fireworks coming out of that. Dude. Yeah, they videotaped it. He was just driving up and down the street. It's pretty funny. It looks really like the video games though, 100%. It really does look like the Super Mario video game. Alright, infectious polluted oxygen. We gotta make sure we take care of this. So this is gonna be mesh and then airflow. Now the problem with this is I need a layer of water on top, which is gonna be here. And I guess we could do a strat here. Weird strat. I gotta post that in Discord, man. I saw that this morning. I'm late with the memes. Feels bad, man. Alright, so dirt should be fine. Pip's chilling. And then we got more lumber coming in. Not bad. New printables. We will take the omelets, because the K-cows are going down. And we don't need to feed people in space. Alright, that lag, dude, hit us pretty hard. Alright, so we are rerouting the new... Oh, we can't do that, huh? This is probably a tile here. Alright, so... I don't know if there's going to be a way for us to plant this later on. And I don't want to do a mixed tank. Are we going to duplicate seeds? This is just going to speed up the process, man. Because I need 6 seeds. Guys, would that be rigged, so to speak? If I duplicate seeds? $4.18, 6.62. I think I will want to duplicate the seeds. Alright guys, forgive me for the big exploit, but the pips are waiting to plant mushrooms and we have no fungal sport seeds, so we're going to make some dupes. It's time to dupe the seeds, boys. Alright, first things first, our Paku Ranch is basically shut off right now. We just got to make sure we allow access. This is not rolling because it breaks in the lag. Feels bad. I mean, it's your game. Play it how you want to have fun. I just don't want to wait because we don't get dust cap seeds. I want to get 1 layer of dust cap so then we could start planting mealwood. Wait. So you're out of seeds, so you're going to have the dupes build a duplicator? Yep, pretty much. It is a very ghetto duplicator, but you know what, man? It works. I'm not even mad. Alright, so we have 6.62 seeds here. Is there no empty contents button? Feels bad. Let's just deconstruct this. Oh, he's holding his breath while he's doing that. Are you stuck? Oh, he is. Alright, you gotta leave this way. Alright, so we have 206.62. So we gotta sweep only seeds, mealwood, and then this is gonna be 206. Priority 9. Sweep the seeds. I don't normally dupe seeds, guys. And this is going to be the first time I'm actually going to be attempting to dupe seeds. So I don't even know if I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be honest, man. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to dupe it. But, you know, I just want to build this out first. So that's going to be the first thing we do for that setup. Don't you want spores, though? No, you have to have something inside that's a partial in order for it to work. So that's the setup for the spores. You are right. We are doing it for the spores, but there is a specific setup that I'm trying to get. So we're prepping up the setup, for lack of better words. I see. Yep. Alright, so this is done. Pipeline is removed. A little bit of pea water. I forgot about the automation cable. Let's remove that. Smart battery, transformer. And then we'll wait for that. This power line is no longer needed as well. And then we're going to transfer this into a... Oh, yeah. I forgot to refill the water. I should go through the water first before building out all the other hatches. Saltwater spill, let's go. Mamba's away. Looks like he wants to go outside. Yeah, that should be good. We'll close that. Hopefully, none of the dupes die. Hopefully, the dupes are cool and not gonna, you know, hurt themselves. Oh, Mamba's back on the bed. Sweet. Alright, trim out the top, trim out the top. Now, from here, we need to sweep this tile and mop up that tile. Same thing here. And then the dirt biome below, it's basically complete. Nice. I should just mine out the abyssalite right here. Nothing we could really do. From here, I think I just mine this out. And then we have to keep this. Because we are going to use this path as a spillway. Maybe the bottom. Well, we'll just mine that out for now. I should be able to just mine that. Solo tile. Made a mess? What? Oh, my man is stuck. Alright, upside, he made a mess in his suit. Oh, my God. What's going on, Poetic Artist? You caught us as Copenhagen pees his pants. Oh, and he falls asleep, dude. Come on. You're sleeping in the pea water. It's kind of gross, man. Let's put the ladder up there as well. How you doing, Poetic Artist? How is the days today? How's the Tuesdays? How's the first day of November? Hopefully it's a good start to the month, man. Crushing a little bit. Alright, so that's not bad for now. Let's keep this at 0. And we'll wait for some more CO2 to come down. At least he's warm. Hey, he's free now. Alright, so he's going to pee the water out. And we're going to have to mop it up. And we should just mine this out, I think. Actually, not yet. Some of these setups are kind of jank, so let's remove some of them. Look at this spaghetti madness, dude. I should probably redo that. Doesn't look stuck? He was. We had to remove a tile. And I should put the tile back first. It was a long day, but I'm good. Yo, man, it's good to hear that the long day is over. Feels bad, though, that you had a long day. Hopefully the rest of the week is going to be better. Make up for it. But yo, man, the day is done. And, dude, gotta roll the dice again tomorrow. That's good, that's good. Built a new spawn. Temperature is good. There's a little bit of gas flow issues here. I should probably put airflow here, help out a little bit. And then it's here that's having a little bit of gas flow issue. It's fine though, we're crushing the gas. And then this probably doesn't mind an airflow on this tile. Okay, so this is pressurized. And then, yeah, we want to split that up to there. So we want to cut this line. Have this connect to here. And then cut that line, deconstructed. Alright, so now this is no longer stopped. It's going to flow out to here. And then we'll have this line connect. And then once that connects, we could remove the rusty oxidizer from this side. I think we'll do it early, but we'll do it like this. We'll just pressurize that tile. And then the pinch of peppernut farm is going to start. This is dormant though. I have to wait for this to be active. I do have to vacuum out the room anyway, so it's not that bad. Okay, it looks like they're going through this area, which kind of sucks. Okay, this could mine through. Can't go down all the way though. That's a 3 tile drop. So we go down. And then we do that. We jump to here. Spillway. Build out another tile. And then we can mine out the rest. Yeah. Hopefully no one gets stuck. Hopefully no one gets stuck. I'm a little bit worried about that. Alright, so on this side, this is ideal. We need to mine all that out. I should mine this out, but we got this mass right here. That's a little bit of a struggle. And then I do need to go through and make stuff. So, how much iron do we have? 9 tons. Alright, let's make all the iron. Oh, that's steel. Oops. There we go. All the iron. Alright, so the ethanol is good from here. We can just deconstruct everything. Have ethanol ready to dump out. Oh, the ethanol. Oh, we ran out. So the petroleum gens actually can't turn on. That feels bad. Alright, so the water's going into the spawns, coming in at 55. So it looks like the AETN is having trouble keeping up with the heat production in the room. It'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes. Averaging out to about 35 degrees. So this is rolling non-stop, but it's not enough energy. I probably do want to have like a cooling setup for that. Okay, gotta mine this out. Let's put the tile there. Sweep up some more stuff. Oh, before we do that, this is a airflow tile. Iron ore mesh, not bad. Is there enough hydrogen? There's no hydrogen in there. It's oxygen, polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide. I could try to put hydrogen for a little bit more effectiveness, but I don't know if it's going to help that much. Hydrogen is double the SHC. That is true. But we're looping water inside. It comes down to the AETN not cooling down fast enough right now. That's the problem we're running into. It's not cooling down fast enough. We have so many builds that they can't even do the compost or the temp shift plates. Feels bad. And then here it's at 5 kilograms, so the gas pressure is starting to pressurize. I want a little bit more oxygen before we cut the line. Alright, so that doesn't need to be on because we're making microchips there. Alright. Dude, look at all these wart seeds, man. Can we mine this down like that? If we can, that'd be sweet. Yeah, but hydrogen it would dissipate faster or cool down more. No, uh, theoretically, the only reason why you want the hydrogen is because it's the best gas in terms of specific heat capacity, not because it's more effective, but it allows you to hold more of the cold thermal energy on the gas. So it acts as the best gas buffer. That's actually the purpose of the hydrogen. Not so much that it's more effective, because all in all, the cooling comes from the building. The hydrogen just helps you maintain the temperature a little bit easier. Because it's basically like, if you are cooling it down and it's going down, the hydrogen prevents it from heating up as fast. That's all the hydrogen does. Because the hydrogen holds more of the cold thermal energy in DTUs because of the high HXC value, it makes it so that it acts as a buffer. And since it's the best gas with the highest specific heat capacity, it's the best gas buffer in that regard. But it doesn't really impact the effectiveness. So it's different from a Wheezewort, because a Wheezewort actually takes the gas in, right? The Wheezewort plant, and they consume it. When they consume the gas, it goes inside to the Wheezewort building. We actually can't see it, huh? And it takes the temperature and removes 5 degrees from it. That's how a Wheezewort works. It breathes it in, 1 kilogram of gas, and then it lowers the temperature by 5 degrees Celsius, and it spits it back out. So the Wheezewort is only effective if there's a gas present, versus the AETN is kind of like a reverse heater. It acts like a space heater, basically, but it's cold energy, right? We can't see it there. It's probably more effective like that. It's basically a cold heater, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make any sense at all. But since it acts like that and it doesn't change the amount of cooling produced, the difference between the gases don't really make a difference. That being said, I could just probably put some Wheezeworts in here. That probably does help out, putting a couple Wheezeworts in here. When you say it doesn't affect things, that's where I'm lost, lol. Wouldn't holding the cold give you more cold? Only if you could get to that temperature. So to think about it this way, if the room can't get to that cold temperature around the building, it's not going to change it, if that makes sense. Because it's like, if you replace the oxygen with hydrogen, it would make it also harder to cool down if it's heating up, because it absorbs more thermal energy, but it also means it works both ways, right? So what's the best way to kind of describe it? The gas you use is basically how long of a... so let's say the heat produced by the buildings and the cold energy produced by the AETN is going on a race, right? They're both racing with each other. Now, the hydrogen is basically how long that race is when you're looking at stats compared to oxygen. And the length of the race is determined by the specific heat capacity. So, hydrogen, right? It has a specific heat capacity of 2.4, versus oxygen has a specific heat capacity of 1.05. So the distance that you have to run on the hydrogen is a lot longer. Plus 200 minus 80 equals plus 160. Not legit numbers, just example. Yeah. So it's basically like, regardless of how long that run is versus oxygen or hydrogen, if you're having more heat generated than the amount of cold energy produced, you're always going to lose. However, if you have more cold energy produced by the AETN and not enough heat energy, so that the temperature of the room can go into the chilled or cold temperature range, the hydrogen makes it so that you're running more distance. So if you're net positive on the heat generation, you have to run longer. I don't know if that makes sense. That kind of doesn't make sense, but it kind of does. Damn, it's hard to explain thermodynamics. I gotta go to college, man. Copy what the professors say. Take a thermodynamics course. Huh, that's gonna be good to talk about on stream. If you actually take the leverage of the cold energy and apply it to the torque, you get what's called leverage. And then you gotta, exclamation part does not work this way in real life. Only in Oni does it work this way. Gotta have the caveats. But it's weird. But yeah, basically, since we're producing more heat than what the AETN counters with the minus 80k DTU, since we're net positive on the heat generation, we have to lower the amount of heat we generate so that we could allow the AETN to kind of balance everything out. But changing it to hydrogen isn't really going to do that much. I just hired Sophie and her crew for my leverage. Who's Sophie? Is that a video game reference? I too play the video games? Yes. Alright, so 4 tiles. We're going to have this side to side. Oh, it's a TV series. Oh, didn't know. Actually, we could use this as a ladder way. 1, 2, 3. And go that way. Ladder up that side. And then, how do I want to do this? Insulated. We have the steam turbine. I probably have a regular door. And then we do the liquid lock here. So liquid lock. 1, 2. So we got to mine this out first. Okay. TV series called Titled Leverage. Oh, gotcha. Oni players ask a... Is that supposed to be physicist? Because you said that's a psychist, which I think has to do with psychology. Dude, I don't know any, professors, though, that we could ask. Hey, man, can you come to my stream as a special guest? Oh, dude, but I'm a science professor. What are we going to talk about? Oh, I played this game called Oxygen Not Included. And we would love to ask you some thermodynamics-based questions and how it actually works in real life compared to the game mechanics. And it's like, oh, okay, that'd be pretty cool. What's the game called? I might want to check it out. Dude, I don't know any professors, though, man. That's actually has the masters and can teach. Because knowing the concepts is one thing and be able to communicate the concepts is another. Dude, NGT, dude, Neil deGrasse Tyson doing Oni stuff, that'd be hilarious. Physicists. Yep, the S sound, baby. Only way to do it. Oh, he's gonna get body slammed. Ari jump? No, he's alive. He's alive. Kadinsky didn't wipe him out. I majored in physics. Did you really, Cthulhu? I see you over there. Were you good at it? Alright, this is going to be a ladder well position, most likely. And I could double layer for move speed. That's probably going to be ideal. Double layer. Which means I probably want a plastic ladder here. That should be fine. We could jump down this way. This is starting to become a place I should lock up soon. Not really. Oh, feels bad. Dupes can't jump too? Yeah, we gotta put the ladder in the middle. Is a CO2 vent good for anything? Rocket fuel for your CO2 rockets, feeding slicksters, if it's a 500-degree CO2 vent. If it's not a 500-degree CO2 vent, it's also still fine to feed the slicksters. If you want to make polluted water, having one of those is pretty good, because you could build a carbon skimmer. And then that converts your regular water into polluted water. If you need polluted water, you have a way to convert it with the carbon skimmer. Outside of that, that's really it. Soda fountain, if you have that. This gives you +1 science, which is arguably the best rec room building if you feed it water. Just because science gives you 10% attribute gain. So science, right, gives you... where is it? Science gives you something called skill learning. That 10%, because 1 point gives you 10% in this game, it makes it so that you learn your other attributes at an increased rate. So if you're training new dupes, it's pretty good for the people running on the wheel. Because they'll level up a lot faster. Outside of that, not really, man. I had a CO2 vent and geyser next to each other. I used them to temp control each other and feed them to the moltons. What was the average that you got for that? Majored in physics, still pees his pants. God damn it, yo man. It'd be like that sometimes, Red 9. Sometimes, man, you know, just because they're good at something doesn't mean they're good at everything, man. It's a trade-off. I could be good at physics, but sometimes I just don't know how to use my hands. Be like that sometimes. I don't know what to do with my hands. Alright, so this suit line is connected now. There we go. This is at 1690. Nice. You don't need hands to pee, but then how do you take off your pants? I mean, the problem is we're peeing the pants, right? I think it was 200 grams per second, but you don't remember the full numbers. You don't. See, that's the problem. They don't. And because of that, man, we get some problems. Who needs pants? No, man. I'm just saying. Sometime Mamba wants to go outside, so you have to stand up. Dude, the reason why you gotta wear pants is because there was a guy that was butt-ass naked in his own house. And a child walking by the house looked into the window and saw him through the window butt-ass naked, and he screamed. His mom came, saw the same thing, and they called the cops, and they sued him, and they won. So, I'm just saying, man, it's kind of wild. They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do. Oh, I'm dumping lumber into here. That's illegal. That's illegal. Okay, we gotta copy that. Relocate this. I gotta re-sweep my lumber. I just realized that. Oh, that sucks. More of the stored curtains. Yeah, man. You gotta wear some curtains. You gotta wear the curtains. Oh, you put them up on the windows? My bad. Different strats. Different strats. We've gone from peeing your pants to giving a show to the neighborhood children from the window in about 2 minutes. Yo, man, I'm just saying, man. You gotta wear pants. That's an invasion of privacy if he lost a suit. That mess. For that, I question the competence of his lawyer. Maybe he had a bad lawyer. Who knows? Maybe he thought that he was gonna win the case because it's like, dude, I'm in my own house, private property. I believe that's actually what was argued. Like, he was in his own private property. But apparently, like, something to do with, like, I don't know, man. I forgot the specifics of that, but it was weird. Depends on the location of the house. Maybe that works too. Maybe it also has to do with the state. You know, city regulations, things like that. Who knows? Alright, that's probably enough water. I don't want to dump too much. Let's remove both of these. And then we're going to transfer the water to the bottom. If it's the same incident I'm thinking of, it's worse than just walking by. They actually had to jump the fence and walk into the area that you couldn't see without trespassing. Oh yeah, that was it. That was it, Susumu. The person had to trespass, and they still won the case, which is wild. They had to trespass in order to see it, and they were somehow still awarded. I don't know, man. But you were right. That was a wild case. I forgot those specifics, but now that you mention it, yeah. That's scuffed. I said the same thing, man. I was like, there's no way he loses. And he lost. That's the worst part, man. No, there's no way he could lose. And then they lose. Wait a second. Where's my other puff eggs? Hold up. Someone robbed me of my puff eggs. I have 3 of them. 1. Oh, that fell on the ground too. And then the third one, still there. 3. I still wouldn't pay out on that, because that's stupid, I believe, man. Yeah, the jury have thought you always need to be wearing pants. I don't know, man. Who knows how it worked out? I just know that the results were wild. Why are some people damaged? Sometimes people like walking into the hot 100-degree rooms. To the point where I had to add a door today to prevent that. And then I think they're also walking into here. That's also 100 degrees. A little bit of an issue. A little bit of an issue. It's because we're removing the natural gas gens from the area. I read that, Leofar. I was like, I thought you were responding to what we were talking about. And then you were saying people damaged, like it's an emote. That's honestly what I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying people damaged, like it's a Twitch emote or something. I was like, what? Is that an emote? People damaged? Is that a thing? Dude, this is what Cthulhu was talking about. Bad working environment. People are upset, hurt, peeing themselves. Dupes should unionize. What if I told you I'm the head of the union? And it was agreed upon that, you know, this is what we do. It's so I think there's another thing. I remember I was talking to one of my friends, and they were talking about getting a gun license. And he said that when he was taking the course, he was talking about, did you know that if someone breaks into your house and you have a gun and they see you having a gun and they run away, they say that you actually can't shoot them. You actually just can't shoot him. Because if you're shooting him in the back and that's where the gunshot wound is, you go to jail. Because you cannot shoot anyone that's running away from you in any circumstance. And someone even said, what if they're breaking into my house and they have a weapon? You said, still, you cannot shoot them. And they say that if there's ever like a bullet wound to his back, her back, or whoever's robbing you, right? It's not gonna be good for you in court. And I was like, that's kind of crazy, man. Even if your life was in danger. Oh, depends on where you live, but typically less. Yes, if they are retreating to get to live. It's crazy, man. No, man, it don't be like that. You're the boss. That's exactly why unions are good for us poor dupes. Yo, man, we'll give the dupes some nice stuff. We'll give you guys a rec room. Give you guys some video games to play. Look at that, man. They're playing Space Invaders. Tessa Padawan lost. Feels bad. Depends on where you live. Retreating to get to live. Yeah. I believe Max should be head of the union. She starts over if Dupe dies. Oh, man. That's a movie called Felon, and the story is similar to that. Oh, really? I didn't know that. It is considered excessive force. See the court to see... Oh. No, the thing is that booby traps are just not anything that holds up in court. You cannot trap any part of your house. Basically, if you do Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin, you do what he did, you go to jail. You cannot booby trap a house. You cannot booby trap anything. And it's like, if someone gets hurt because of that, you're done. If they could prove it was a booby trap like that. Video game, now that's a start. We got you. We got you. That's where I live. We have what's known as the castle doctrine. Your home is your castle. No duty to retreat. Any retreat could be met with deadly force. Oh, interesting. Your home is your castle. Interesting. The dupes do that. The dupes do that, man. They do not prioritize plastic ladder zone over anything else. It's kind of weird. But, you know, it is what it is. Simply have the house in disrepair. Oof. Alright, so the oxygen is not bad. So it's starting to pressurize. This is good. Oxygen's coming out here. We haven't had this upgraded yet. So that's going to be the next thing. So we will have this go like this. And then we have a vent here. And then this is going to be a bridge. And then we'll move up and down too for a little bit of better distribution. So I'll probably want to do this as well the moment this backs up. That's Home Alone 2. House was in disarray or disrepair. Those weren't booby traps. We were renovating the house. Is that the argument? We were renovating. We were renovating. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild if that was the argument. Hey man, we're fixing up the house. They broke in. It's not my fault. I didn't know they're gonna break in. Dude, that's kind of wild, man. Have that be the argument. All right, second layer. So we need that. Get all the tiles in for the pinch of pepper nuts. Insulated tile there. Sweet plastic. Seal this up. We don't need that anymore. Gonna get rid of these ladders. Put that there. This goes up to the side. These two. Sure. Do those right there. Alright, we won't do these yet. We'll do those last. I had a boss whose long-term hotel room kept getting burglared. So he electrified the patio rail from the mains and almost killed a guy. Got into a heap of trouble. I imagine, dude. Holy crap. He was probably angry when he made those decisions, but man, holy crap. I see you guys over there, man. It's crazy though, man. Not gonna lie. Alright, guys. I need to grab something to drink, use the restroom, and guys, I will be right back. And we'll follow this guy, Gorbash. Give me 1 sec, you guys. Just 2 minutes. We back, you guys? Sorry about that. I try to recreate that painting where the guy points and then the other guy points back. With Mamba, he used his nose instead of pointing with his hands. Feels bad. So I got a drink, boys. I am drinking some soda. That's probably the one of the few sweet things I like to consume. Juice, soda, and ice cream. But I need some of this to pick me up. Nice. Guys, what is your favorite carbonated drink? Your favorite carbonated drink? Anyone in chat, man, have a favorite carbonated drink? Monster. Wait, Monster is carbonated? Hold up. Is it really? I didn't think it was. Is Monster actually I didn't know Monster was carbonated. Barg's root beer, not even close. Wow, root beer is up there though. I love root beer. Alcoholic root beer is even better. Sprite, yo, Sprite is. I recently, man. I got the McDonald's Sprite. I heard about the memes, and the McDonald's Sprite, man, they do not mess around. The McDonald's Sprite is pretty legit. I don't have energy drinks that often, to be honest. I didn't know Monster was carbonated. Holy crap. Orange cream soda. Oh, dude. Orange cream, dude? I like the popsicles. The orange on the outside and vanilla on the inside. That's where it's at. Orange creamsicles, man, delicious. Dr. Pepper, what is it? 32 flavors? It's only too legit from McDonald's. That's the problem. It's only too legit if it's from McDonald's. The McDonald's Sprite, dude, it's different. Ginger beer. Oh, dude. Ginger beer is delicious. Like the alcoholic drinks that could be made non-alcoholic. Ginger beer, like the spirits and stuff. Root beer is another one. It's delicious, man. I love those. Part of me feels like it's because it's the alcohol talking. I see you. I know about Stewart's. I see you guys over there. Isn't Stewart's the lemonade brand with the lemon head face? Or is that something else? You guys know what I'm talking about? There's like a lemonade brand. I think it's called Stewart's. It might not be Stewart's. So it seems like a lot of people have the popular sodas. If we took everyone's favorite soda in chat, cherry Coke, Coke, Sprite, root beer, orange cream soda, that's basically your variety that you would get at like any fast food. That's pretty wild. we got like a spread set up with that. Alright, so I have to do this. Uncheck everything, industrial ingredients, and sweep out the lumber. Oof, I lagged when I did that. There's also a gas station of the same name. Oh, interesting. Not everyone knows the great brands. Is that Stewart's though? Am I thinking about a different brand? No, I'm thinking of Herbert's lemonade. Never mind. I'm thinking of Herbert's bottled lemonade. Different brands. Oh, and I forgot to do the Okay, so let me dump the mealwood. We gotta go back to the dupe strats. I totally forgot about this. Sweep only, sweep only. Sprite and Coke is too sweet. I feel that. You kind of have to get used to the amount of sugar. For me lately, it's Holiday River Stout. Ooh, some beers. Wait, is that carbonated? Beers are carbonated? I guess it is natural carbonation, that's true. Not as many Coca-Cola drinkers in chat, though, as I was thinking that was going to be the popular choice. Coca-Cola is just delicious, man. Love me some Coca-Cola. Alright, we're getting ready. So this room... Actually... Oh, yeah. Alright, we'll build everything out, and then we'll make a vacuum first. Yeah, that's what I need. We'll want to vacuum first, and then we'll just pull the power from this setup. Yeah, beer's naturally carbonated. Man, I was gonna say maybe no beer. I feel like that's such a popular choice. A beer would be up there. Yes, dead beefa. That's exactly what we're going to be doing right now. We're setting this up for pinch of pepper nuts, and then we're going to release the geyser to fill up the room with gas. So this is going to be a chlorine room. So we're putting in the tiles first, sealing it up, and then before we deconstruct to get the natural tiles, I am going to remove the gases first. Because the moment I remove the doors and have the natural tiles, the gas flow is going to struggle. Let's do a rough calculation. This is 44, so we get 22. So 1, 2, 3. Let's say that's 64. And then here to here is, let's say it's 17, so that's 34. We have around 98 pinch pepper nuts. And we're probably going to use it for pepper bread. We are going to be growing sleet wheat next, of course. But we need it, man. Dude, we have 84 dupes, man. We need to feed the army. We need to feed the army. And it's also because this takes 32 cycles to grow. We have to make up for the long grow period so that we could have enough to buffer in between. So that's going to be the reason why. Sometimes you got to make sure you have enough. So are you able to keep so much food so long because it's in a vacuum? Yes. So one of the things, well, you don't need to have it in vacuum. That's a lot of nuts. Hey, man. Sometimes the dupes want some of these nuts. What can I tell you? So the thing that we have is a vacuum storage. There's a lot of other methods that also get the job done too. But this is what we call in the business as perfect food storage. When you click on food, there's 2 conditions you have to meet. Deep freeze, which is going to vary from food to food type. All of them usually have a maximum limit of 18 degrees negative. Afterwards, I think everything freezes at negative 18. But I think sleet wheat is deep freeze at 10. So, you know, sleet wheat is the exception. And then everything else is at minus 18. Afterwards, you need to fulfill something called sterile atmosphere. You could actually have this in a sterile gas, carbon dioxide, chlorine. It's up to you. But I put it in a vacuum because that's also a sterile environment. And this allows for the food to have no heat transfer. So that means that if I run the food through my ice box, which is what this is, it's a block of ice and you can't see anything behind it. But we have a lot of rails running through with temperature checks. And if it's not hot enough, if it's too hot, it loops again a second time. So this makes it so that we get, food chilling immediately. And then this allows us to basically process the food anytime we need to. So this is usually one of the goals because this allows you to basically scale up food production indefinitely because you could always just store it. Like if I look at this, I have 700,000 kcals of lettuce. And that's because the top of my map was all subsurface ocean. So it was basically all, all just ocean biome with a lot of water weed everywhere. All those water weeds gave us a lot of lettuce. And I haven't touched it for like 300 cycles. It's still fresh though. I am using ethanol. Of course, because ethanol goes down to negative 78 degrees before solidifying. So this allows us to go down to minus 40. Which is what we're changing right here. We bring it down lower, minus 69. But minus 40 is pretty solid. But wild plant is very useful. It saves a lot of resources. Though domestic plants are crazy, require lots of resources. Yeah, some of them do. Pinch of pepper nuts is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. The problem with pinch of pepper nuts is that 35 kilograms of polluted water per cycle. That's so much water, dude. It's insane. This is worse than thimbleweeds. No, thimbleweeds are what, 160? Yeah, 160. Never mind. But 35 kilograms of water per cycle, that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't think it's worth it. You should wild plant those. IMO. Alright, autosave. Alright, it's a little bit laggy. We need to build a seal so that this becomes a no gas flow in setup. And then from here, I think I need to change one of these tiles. Maybe. How do you even make that much water, even with the mutated version on Spaced Out? You have to find a geyser. You have to find geysers. Either that or you have to find spaced out points of interest and just harvest the resources you need. So find a planet with water, harvest the polluted water, bring it back home. That's about it. So what you think is the best food to grow if resources are kind of limited, but not totally rare? The best food, hands down, is these guys. these guys right here. These shovels, they got nerfed, but these guys are the best food source in the game. Barbecue, yep. Only from these guys. Because if you don't feed them and you just groom them all day, you get a starvation ranch going on that replenishes itself. Now, it got nerfed recently because it introduced a new variant called the Delectable, which gives you 40% less meat. You go from 16,000 to 9,800. You lose around 6,200 meat, so it's a good amount. So yeah, it's not good at that point, because once you get a Delectable, you can't really bring it back to a shovel. And the Delectables, the problem with them is that they cannot starvation ranch, meaning that the moment you get one, they kind of just live and then they die. I have to feed them dirt. But we're running low. I'm at 100 tons right now, so I stopped feeding them. But they're eating dirt. I actually had 600 tons, but they eat 5 tons a cycle. Dude, they eat 5 tons a cycle, dude. It's insane. 4,800 kilograms, dude. Oh, man. So yeah, I burned through like 400 tons of dirt by feeding 2 shovels for like 50 cycles. So I'm hoping to make this back by, you know, cutting down some trees. And then we're distilling that trees lumber into ethanol. And then converting the polluted dirt that we generate here back into the compost. So we're just trying to generate dirt as well. Oh yeah, I'm at cycle 250. I'll stick to my hatches for now. If you want a... So a lot of the times, you're not going to be able to pick and choose your food choice. And what I mean by that is, if you have specific geysers, some food choices becomes better than others. So if you're looking for a food choice to transition to as a permanent food choice, real guitar, it depends on your geysers. And one of the geysers you're going to be looking for is either water geysers of any form, water, steam, 30-degree polluted water, -10 salt, -10 polluted. Any form of water feeds into plants a lot of the time, some form of it. And then you also have the sulfur geyser. The sulfur geyser, it's probably the best geyser to find, because it allows you to both ranch Sweetos and grubs, which gives you even more food because they could rub the plants. And then you can feed that into grub plants. So if you have sulfur, that's going to be one of the best food geysers that you can have access to. So I do recommend it if you do have access to that. But if you don't, you know, it is what it is. Damn, you have all metal volcanoes. I see you over there. Oh, I messed this up. This should have been a door, so I could have just dropped the water in. I could probably do it like this then. This might break the vacuum, but I'll just pump it out, right? We'll deconstruct this and then deconstruct this, so the water goes in spreads, so that gas doesn't come in, hopefully. Nice. So no gas flow, huh? Sweet. Alright, so we're good with that. So we want a layer of water right here. That's going to be important. Now, once we get this built, probably want to mine that as well. We could start sealing this up. This is going to be oil. And we're going to make a steam turbine aquatuner combo. You have a lot of metal, dude. Sadly, there's not a lot of way to convert metal into food. You have a lot of heat, a lot of metal. I'm trying cold biomap, trying to not heat it too much, but trying to plant something, it's a pain. Temperatures change so fast. Yeah, 100%. Plug slugs, kind of. You can, yeah. Yeah, you can, but as a food source, I believe they give as much as hatches, right? I guess they're not bad. Do you have plug slugs, real guitar? You could tame a metal geyser and just try to feed the plug slug. Oh, dead Bifa. Talking about this. Hi, now what's good? I see you over there. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Tuesdays. Are you talking about this, Dead Beefa? This is a wild ranch. So I'm just grabbing all the Pokeshells up top, and I relocate them to here. Now that we have them in water, we're going to become Sandy Bros, like this guy. And then we're going to get seafood from that. What's the blue Poke? He's a evolution. So he is a Sandy Shell. This guy's pretty cool because he actually purifies your water from food poisoning. So if you have food poisoning in the water, you literally have him inside and he starts purifying it. And then when he dies, he gives you food. So we want to have all of them become Sandy Shells if possible. Yes, if you wild ranch any critter, you do not have to feed them. Unless you want some of the output resources, in which case the Pokeshell doesn't have any. But if you have something like a Plug Slug, if you don't feed a wild Plug Slug, they give you less power. I believe it's the same thing with other Plug Slug variants. And I think it's the same for Grubs and Sweetles as well. Grubs and Sweetles, if you feed them sulfur, they're going to tend more often. But outside of that, all the original critters from the base game do not scale with food. So you don't have to feed them at all. And wild critters, since they never starve to death, they always give you only one egg. So it becomes an infinite loop with that one critter. So I think we have like 40 Pokeshells. And so it's not bad. I have a lot of lime. I have a lot of lime. We have lime up to yin yang.